Right, so most appointment setters are 3 to 6 months away from being completely redundant and completely replaced by AI, right? I'm not saying that to scare you, I'm actually saying it to inspire you, because the setters that understand this framework are the ones that are going to stay in the game long term and make the big bucks. And I'm telling you, as an appointment setter myself, I'm in the same boat as you, okay? I've been doing this for 2 years now. I've worked with people like Charlie Morgan and William Brown. I've generated $1.7 million in cash for my clients, and I've seen well over 6 figures of that for myself. So in this video, I'm going to run you through this framework that you need to understand to not be completely just wiped the floor with by AI, okay? And I'm going to make it super quick and just straight to the point so you can basically take action right now. The first thing, right, is understanding AI's weaknesses. AI can't personalize as well as a human can. Let's say you're on an offer that's teaching men how to get over their marriage or how to save their marriage. Well, the person that's selling that offer, right, is going to have so much more leverage compared to the AI if they can use personal storytelling, okay? Oh, mate, I completely understand where you're at. I actually had the same problem with XYZ. This happened, this. Like, you get the point. AI can't do that. Why? Because it doesn't have that person's brain. Okay, it can't storytell, it can't personalize as well as a human can. And personalization, especially in a sales scenario with a sensitive topic like saving your marriage, is going to have so much more leverage, right? And AI can't even do that. And I'm going to run you through in a second what AI's real leverage actually is, because it's not on this side of things. Okay, it lacks emotion, it lacks nuance. There's platform restrictions. For example, Facebook and Meta are only going to introduce more and more restrictions, making it harder and harder for AI bots to completely, just roam the place. Now, that's not to say that they won't do it, but it's going to make it harder and harder, and we can leverage the fact that it's making it harder too, okay? Constant management. So a lot of the time people think that AI is just going to run itself and the human isn't needed, or actually the AI is going to need to be managed. So I'll get into this in a second as well, but who's better to manage it than an appointment setter that understands how to use AI? And there's also hidden costs. So the main reason why people use AI is to respond faster, to do it better, and to do it cheaper. Okay, well, just because you can respond fast doesn't mean you're actually good. Okay, that also doesn't make it cheap. Okay, these AI softwares might sound like they cost like $30 a month. Well, it's going to be expensive in terms of time to set up and to manage, right? And also, for example, these cost like $27 and $30 a month for a software. But to completely automate the appointment setting process for an online coach that has 30,000 followers, right? There's going to be like a cost per message sent. For example, an SMS as well. I know they do that. There's going to be a cost per message sent, and there's hidden costs like that that actually charge you for every message that you send. So, yeah, it can respond faster, but that doesn't mean it's better, and it doesn't necessarily make it cheaper. Okay, so these are things that we can basically use to leverage AI's weaknesses. Okay. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to focus massively on hyper personalization, right? Massive on storytelling. AI can't send voice notes, right? That's something that I've learned with Instagram and just Meta in general. Instagram and Meta's API blocks like automated AI voice notes, okay? Now, granted, yes, you can do probably like not personalized, evergreen voice notes as like the first message, but it can't send, like, for example, somebody asks you a question, it can't respond in voice note format for that question specifically, is what I mean, okay? So we can leverage that. Because AI can't use the, personalization side of sending a voice note, we can, and we can use a hyper-personalization and storytelling with it, okay? We can emphasize emotion as well. We can resonate with them because we're a human being too. The pain they're going through, we may have experienced ourselves, and we can leverage the fact that we've gone through that too to basically show the emotion within the conversation and use that as leverage to book a call. We can go off script. AI can't really do that. It's like programmed to go a certain way. Can't really think for itself, especially like not right now. It will get even better at that in the future, but right now, like going off script and understanding tones over text, it still doesn't understand as well as a human can, okay? So we're also going to learn how to use the AI as well. I don't want you guys to be scared like AI is going to replace us. No, AI is going to help you. AI is going to make it quicker, okay? AI is going to make your job easier. It's just you've got to learn how to use it alongside what you do, because appointment setters at the moment, they just copy and paste scripts and just reply whenever. Speed to lead is massively important, and AI's massive leverage against AI's main leverage against a good setter is speed to lead, because it can respond in seconds. But also what we can leverage with that as well is, it can respond in seconds, but people don't necessarily like speaking to AI bots, and responding every 3 seconds, clearly that shows it's an AI bot. So to prove it's like a human to the prospect, to try and convince the prospect that it's a human, then it will need to take a little bit longer to make it look authentic. Okay, so we just need to kind of respond a bit quicker with that as well. Okay, another thing is triage calls. AI can't like say, oh, are you free for a quick like 10-minute chat and we can see if I can help, right? And then just call them up and then like do it through like Instagram, for example. Like we can do that ourselves. We can say, oh, hey, listen, by the way, the problem you've got really sounds like something we can solve. Are you free for a quick chat? And then you call them through Instagram. You do like a triage call through that way. AI can't do that, okay? It can't send voice notes, right? It can't send personalized video, like video notes. I don't know if that's the thing to call it, like personalized video, selfie videos. I guess, yeah, you can use like Sora 2 or the Google Nano Banana thing, but it still needs a human to go in and prompt it to create a certain video for that and then send it manually, because Instagram won't let it to be completely automated on the spot like that. It's still going to need a human being, and who better to manage that than a setter that understands AI, okay? And we just need to accept the reality. So AI isn't coming, it's already here, guys, right? You need to adapt. AI is only getting better, and you are very replaceable, right? Only the best are going to survive. Here's the thing, like, it will replace most setters, but it's going to replace setters that aren't willing to adapt and aren't good at what they do. The old age of setting where you just send DMs from a copy and paste a script, right, and follow like an SOP is dead, right? AI is getting so much better at that, so we need to leverage what AI can't do. AI can't send voice notes, can't emphasize emotion, it can't use personal storytelling, right? It can't do triage calls through like Instagram, for example, can't send personal video notes. We're going to have to go really hard on the personalization and to just respond a bit faster, okay? We need to improve our skill with like objection handling as well, and just appointment setting in general. Really double down on personalization, right? And also use AI to help us too, okay? So if you guys do that, honestly, you're going to be fine. But you need to accept this. AI is already here, okay? You do need to adapt. It's only getting better. You're very replaceable right now, and if you don't adapt, you will be replaced, and only the best are going to survive. Most setters, I'd say 80 to 90% of setters are going to be completely wiped out in the next 3 to 6 months, because AI is just getting ridiculously good, ridiculously quick. So yeah, guys, you need to understand this. And the main point I want to leave you with, to kind of put this, draw this point home. AI's main leverage against a good setter is speed to lead. I've said that already, but it's so important. Like a good setter that actually can use like personalization, is really heavy on like storytelling and uses a lot of emotion, goes off script, and really like is good at what they do, then the only leverage AI has against you is responding quickly. If you're doing everything right in the first place, right, you're hyper personalizing, you're emphasizing emotion, you're going off script, right, you're responding quite fast, you're doing triage calls, the main leverage AI really has against you is, it might be a little bit cheaper as well, but the main leverage is speed to lead. Okay, but remember what I said about speed to lead. Just because you can respond fast doesn't mean we're good at what you do. And responding fast, like in the first 10 seconds, actually raises red flags to these prospects that don't want to speak to an AI bot. This whole AI thing is designed to fool the prospect that they're speaking to a human being, right? It's to try and convince them that they are speaking to a human being, right? It doesn't sound very ethical, number one. And number two, that means when they find out that they're speaking to an AI bot and you've been trying to pretend that you're a human the entire time, then that's going to kind of blow the deal, right? So if you're a very good setter, then AI's main leverage against a good setter is speed to lead. And that's the main thing you need to worry about. Okay, so guys, if you understand this, right, you actually use it and you use what I taught you in this video, I promise you're going to be fine. The setters that actually use AI with their process and they're very good at what they do and they double down on these things, those are the setters that are going to make more money, not the ones that are going to be replaced. But the sad reality is most setters aren't very good at what they do, which is why a lot of the guys struggle, okay? And those guys, unfortunately, if you don't take this on board, you're all 3 to 6 months away from being replaced, okay? So that's it for this video. If you guys want to learn how to become AI proof and how to land high ticket roles as an appointment setter and actually get this done right, I've been doing this for 2 years. I've worked with Charlie Morgan and William Brown. I've generated well over 7 figures for my clients. I've made over 6 figures for myself. I now help setters the exact same thing. If you want to learn how to become AI proof and land high ticket roles consistently, there's going to be a link down below in the description running you through how I can help. Now, full transparency, if you click the link in the description, it's a link to book in a call. And that call is designed to get me to try and sell you something. Okay, so if you don't want to be sold to, then don't click it. But if you're serious about making this work and you don't want to be replaced by AI and you want to get this done the right way the first time, click that link, book in a call, and I'll run you through how I can help.